This video is sponsored by sellcashier.com. They compare iPhone prices on the internet and give you their instant quote and the most cash for your iPhone. Hey guys, this is Ed with Aquarium. As always, I'm very excited to be here with you. Since many of you requested comparisons between the fake and real iPhone XS in my previous videos, today's video I decided to compare the quality and features of a few weeks old released fake iPhone XS and a brand new real Apple iPhone XS, which was released just recently. Please enjoy this comparison video and see the differences for yourself. What we're going to do first is we're going to open up both of them, and I think one of the notable things here is that both of these come from China, and notably the differences are very, very vast. So the quality, of course, is absolutely amazing on a real iPhone XS by Apple, and of course, what are we going to expect out of the fake iPhone XS? We will see in just a minute. So it really comes to the build quality and also the productivity of the actual handset.
This video is a giveaway for this fake iPhone XS. In order to get it, you have to do the following. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube, follow Aquarium on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, and then leave a funny comment to this video. The best comment wins this fake XS.
Alright, let's take a look at that. So I really wanted to look at this first just because this is brand new. It just arrived in the mail and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Nothing less we can expect from a real Apple device. It's a solid build, and we've seen something similar in the past. It really does remind me the iPhone X that was released last year. And this is a fake iPhone XS that also came from China, and it's a different color, but look at the similarity. Look at how precisely it matches the original iPhone XS by Apple. So let's go ahead and do the first and foremost. We're going to turn these on, and we will see how long it takes for each and one of them to boot up. Alright, and of course we couldn't expect anything more out of this that started later, that booted up later than the real iPhone XS, that is greeting us in a variety of languages, and this looks like it's already been set up. The wallpaper obviously doesn't match what a XS has to offer once we set it up completely and we'll connect it to Wi-Fi. Just look at the build quality one more time. The size is 100% match. This is actually a fairly well built fake. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen, and even the camera size, even the layout matches, but we of course know that only one of these is real, the other one is fake. But this has a true dual camera that allows us to create amazing pictures, and portrait mode pictures always come out just great. Alright, so now that these are fully set up, I want to set them aside for just a minute, and I just want to show you or share with you briefly the contents that are in the box that these phones come with. And of course, high quality Apple charger. We will find the cord under these earbuds that are wired, and also this is what the cord looks like. So there's always a high quality build. It's packaged very nicely, which I can't really say that about a fake XS that comes with a crappy charger wrapped in some plastic that Apple doesn't do. Low quality headset that I've tried multiple before and they're not worth your money at all, and a very poor quality, poorly packaged charging cord. So nothing interesting there, nothing new that we learned there, but this is what's really interesting. Now look at the screen quality. Before we do anything else, I do want to show you a couple of things, and that being said, look at the screen. Look at the difference here. So essentially what you're looking at on a real XS is you have a recess, and it's kind of sad that Apple still hasn't figured out a way on these handsets to completely go away from this little recess here and just have a full complete screen. But that will, I'm sure, come in the future by Apple. Now on the fake one, you do have a regular screen with a black piece here that's part of the image. So that's just how the operating system runs. And actually not the operating system itself, but it's the actual iOS skin that's running over an Android. So the first test that we're going to do here is going to be the web browser speed test. They're connected to the same Wi-Fi network which is a Comcast-based network, that you're getting a very solid connection usually for downloads from movies and whatnot. So that will not be a limiting factor. I use weather.com to test these phones because it's very information rich. It has a lot of scripts running in the background. So let's take a look and see how long it's going to take the fake XS to open this, because it's almost instantaneous with the real Apple iPhone XS, but it's taken a very long time on a fake 10s to open this website. And we will see in a minute that the same will occur with opening a YouTube video, that it will take forever for it to cache a video before it actually starts to play back. So in other words, if you're looking to check the weather with this, expect that you're going to spend at least 30 to 45 seconds waiting, depending on, again, the connection speed, whether you're on the cellular network or you're on the Wi-Fi network. And still, even at that point in time, it's not fully loaded right there. So now that it's finally back up and running, let's go ahead and check out YouTube. So what I didn't show you here is how long it actually took to open the YouTube website itself. Unfortunately, the images are still loading. What we're going to try to do is we're going to click on this most recent video that I posted the other day and see how long it takes to open for both of these handsets. Of course, we know that this is going to be the winner. I don't believe that nowadays it's a contest anymore, just because we know how poorly these fake iPhones perform. And so it took a little bit longer than usual. Okay, so I purposefully waited for 1 minute, and this is exactly when the playback starts on the fake 10s. Don't get this phone because it's not worth a lot, and it won't make you happy, because if it takes you 1 minute to pull up a simple YouTube video, this is not the right phone, let alone it took about 30 seconds to pull up the actual website. Alright guys, so and now onto the apps and the actual productivity. This is something that will demonstrate how each one of these will be making your life more productive, how much you're going to enjoy playing games. And I will tell you that an average size for applications like these is anywhere from 50 to 60, possibly up to 100 megabytes in size. The reason I'm telling you all this and listing all these 4 apps for you is because it took me half hour, which is 30 minutes, to download and install all of these on this fake iPhone 10s, which is absolutely appalling. Now this took about 3 minutes maybe, and only 3 minutes because I couldn't get the password right for my Apple account on the first try. So let's go ahead and start with Angry Birds. Purposely turn down the volume here just because it sounds really annoying when both of them are generating different sounds. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do one shot here, and then we'll compare how fluid and how well it's working and how well the processor is actually giving you this information in through the graphics card, which you obviously see as the graphical user interface in this game. So if you're ready, I'm ready, and the birds are ready, and this is exactly what's going to happen. So I can tell you that for a not so resource demanding game like Angry Birds, this phone does fairly well. Of course, this is a lot smoother just because it is a real Apple iPhone, and I like them so much more than the fake ones. But this is pretty much it for the Angry Birds, but this is certainly a winner. Alright guys, and now to the Geekbench 4, which is the benchmarking application, and what we're going to do is we're going to run a CPU benchmark on both of these phones. So the elapsed time on the real Apple iPhone 10s for the CPU benchmark was about 3 minutes, and this is what the score is. We're just 25% down on the fake 10s, so we'll see results in just a second. Alright guys, and the results that we have are essentially no results for the fake iPhone 10s. We are connected to a Wi-Fi, and I tried a couple of times, and unfortunately it encounters an error where it cannot communicate with the server for whatever reason, so we don't actually have the results. I will tell you that each section, so this total run, like I mentioned, it was about 3 minutes. This takes forever for every single section. And the next app is going to be Google Earth, and we can just visualize how slowly this is going to work. This is going to be no surprise to us, just like any other app, and we're going to skip the intro, and once this loads I will show you, and you will see a very vast difference in how this app works on between both of these phones. Alright guys, so after playing with this fake iPhone 10s today, I can tell you that this is the worst fake iPhone that I've ever had in my hands. So unfortunately it's going to be a pain to use it. It's completely not worth your money. It's completely worthless. It's going to be a pain to use because anything that you do is going to take you forever. This app took about 5 minutes to start, so I think that for some reason it's having connectivity issues. So if I magnify this, it doesn't really do anything. Even though it works fairly smoothly, it won't really load anything to us. So if you ever wanted to check out some terrain, just look at some cities or three-dimensional towers or whatnot, this is not the phone to do it with. So if we look at the real 10s, obviously this is going to happen almost instantaneously. I mean, look at the level of detail and how quickly everything loads and how smooth it is. So this is not worth your money. Don't buy this. So one of the last few things I'm going to show you is just a multitasking piece and how long it takes for you to switch between different apps. Obviously, we all know how smooth it is and how quick it is in real Apple products. So it's completely instantaneous and it's very, very smooth. When it comes to these fakes, it may appear smooth, but if you have it side by side with the real one, obviously the impression is not going to be the same. When you switch between apps, it does it with a slight delay. On a real Apple, it happens completely instantaneously, and you can actually have active things running as you're looking at these screens. So they're not still images, but they're actual running apps. Alright guys, so with the real XS set aside, I just want to give you a couple of hints as to what you should look out for when you're buying a phone from a private seller on Craigslist, and here's what you should do. So when you're buying a used or a new iPhone on Craigslist, first check for iCloud activation lock. Make sure there's no account present on the device. Now this would be true for a real Apple device that you would be buying from somebody, but in this case, in the case of a fake iPhone, then this feature is not going to be available, so that would not even work. So if we actually go into the settings and we try to navigate to the iCloud and click on it, it's just going to give us this. I also tried it with my Techvarium account and things are not working. It's incorrect password no matter what you enter in there. So that's another sign that this is going to be a fake device. Second thing you can do is check your phone serial number or the IMEI number on the Apple website for a purchase date and the remaining warranty. This is of course going to be applicable for real Apple devices. So when you look this up and this IMEI number has been taken from somewhere else, most likely, but you can check that on checkcoverage.apple.com and it will tell you if there's remaining warranty on the device. Third, while connected to the internet, check to make sure Siri is there. Fake iPhones will not have Siri or might actually have Iris instead of Siri, and Iris's features are of course not the same as Siri's features. Finally, probably one of the best things that I could think of is that when you're buying a phone on Craigslist, meet by the Apple Store. Meet with those people by the Apple Store and ask an Apple representative to run these performance tests on the iPhone you are buying. I know it takes some time, but this will be a 100% check for you. Alright guys, I hope that this video comparison has proven that you should stay away from fake iPhones. If you have some questions, please post those down below and I will do my best to get back to you. Now, if you enjoyed this video, show some love to that like button down below and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've enjoyed this video. Stay classy and I see you guys in my next aquarium video soon. I wanted to tell you about sellcashier.com. So you just got your new iPhone. What will you do with your old one? You may be thinking of selling it on eBay, Craigslist, and so on, and it is definitely a hassle. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can sell it through sellcashier.com. They compare the actual prices of iPhones and give you the best price for your iPhone that you are trying to sell. And the good thing is that you are guaranteed the best rate. You also get a free shipping label. Thank you for watching and please check out sellcashier.com.